Hope you're well. J.M. Wood here, Honey Hole Farms in Fayetteville, Georgia. Today I'm going to be jumping into the several hives. I got a lot to do in the bee yard today, but it is end of June. It is already hot. I'm out earlier in the morning just to try to save myself, but I'm going to show you today, we'll be looking at a hive that is probably close to needing a second box, and I'll show you what I usually look for in order to add that second box and how I do it. Stay with me. Okay, I'm gonna jump in this little hive today. See, the bees are still pretty active. It's the end of June, so they're slowing down pretty good. Nectar flow's just about all gone. I've got feed on top of them here. You can see the feed box. And what I'm gonna do first is pop off this little shell. I like to feed them that way. It's pretty easy if you're not running a ton of hives. Alright, let's see, get that in. I'm just gonna pop this off. These are all up top. I'll just leave them in here, they'll be fine. Okay, here's what this is a new little colony that's only been in here maybe 2.5 weeks. Doing pretty good. I just want to check them. This is a VSH Queen. She's varroa mite resistant, and we'll see how that works. But I'm excited about them. There you go, little girls. I'm gonna bump them down here. All right. So the first thing that I look at when I'm doing it, and people do it different ways, and you hear a lot of different things. This one's kind of borderline from what I can see here. I'm going to pull outside frame up, and there may not be anything on this because the bees, if you're just starting to look at beekeeping, yeah, not much on here. They're looking it over. Got a little wax on this frame. I'm just going to set this one. I'll shake it off. Set this one down, and then look at the other frames to see what kind of bees we got in here, what kind of numbers. They're starting to, they're putting some pollen. It's pretty. Some nectar, still got some nectar in here. That actually looks really good. Okay, I'm just gonna slide this out. But I always like to have about seven frames out of a 10 frame already done, drawn out. They may or may not be here, but let me get a little bit of nectar they're putting in here. Got a little cup there, but nothing in it. It's not charged. That's normal. Bee numbers are not huge yet, but so it may not quite be time to add the box. But I'll make a determination here pretty soon. All right, they're not doing much on this one. Yeah, they are. They're starting to get in here and build on it. It's hotter right now. I mean, it's high 80s already. It's really tough to get bees to draw things out when it's really hot out, because as you can imagine, the comb will just really just starts to sag. All right, there's brood all over this one. Let's see if I see the queen anywhere. Beautiful brood. I could even jump start this one. There's got brood eggs all down in there. If I find, I've got a couple other hives that are just loaded with brood, I may add a frame of brood from one of my other VSH Queens into this one and get it ready. If I do that, I could easily add a second box, but I just don't want to overwhelm them with space. It is a balance. A little waggle dance right there, telling them where all that pollen is. They're still bringing in pollen. Eggs all down in here. There's our queen. A little blue dot on her. Beautiful. Working hard. She needs a little bit more space though. All right, go back down. I don't want you getting hurt. Queen's right there on the other side, so I'm going to put that one back in and keep looking, be real careful here. Alright, and there's a fair number of bees in here. It's close, and there's brood. And here's what I'm going to do. Brood, nice brood there. Eggs all down in there where they've hatched. All right, so if I just go through here and do a quick quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about five or 6 frames worth of bees here. It's not super dense. What I might do is pull another frame from another hive of brood with a VSH Queen, insert that, give them a little jump start, and then add a box. And I've spaced out this just a little bit to checkerboard. I put an empty right there, and I'm going to insert this one that they started working on right here in the middle. And then what I'm actually going to do is go to one of my other hives. If I didn't have other hives, I would probably leave them like this for one more week so that they're pretty full, and then I would add a box. But since I have other hives, I'm going to add a frame of brood from one of those. Okay, now here's another box. All the rest of my hives in here, they're all double deeps, you can see. But this one's VSH Queen. I'm going to jump in here, grab a frame of brood. Okay, now this is a very strong hive. It's been growing quickly, so it's not going to hurt for me to take a frame or 2 of brood off of here, give them a little bit of space. The bee numbers are going to start slowing down as we get into more summer months anyway. The summer solstice has a lot to do with it from what I'm reading and what I've heard. And so we've already, we're right there. And let's see what we got on this top box here. I think it's just a beautiful batch of bees. Look at this. Just have to make sure. Well, there's a gorgeous frame of bees right there. Got to make sure that queen is not on here. Got eggs all down in there. Look at this pattern. Nice. Got pollen all over that little bee right there. So they're bringing it in. Got eggs all down in the middle. She's doing a great job. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this frame. I'm going to simply walk over to my other hive. Got my feet here. I'm going to pull out a frame from the middle of this box. Make sure that queen is not on here. Beautiful honey around there. Nectar. No queen on here. Okay. I'm going to insert this one right here. Possibly add one. Okay, now here's another frame I pulled out of the top here. Beautiful bees on it. Beautiful. A lot of young bees on here. There's eggs down in the middle. Some brood. I'm gonna blow this brood there. Little eggs all down in there. The queen is not on this frame. I have double checked. So I'm gonna add this one to that top box as well. Let's just take these, and I'm actually gonna skip a space and insert this one right here. That way they'll come and these bees will say, why in the world is this frame in the middle not drawn out? You almost have to bait them into it. Okay, now I can take this box, put it right on top. Those bees, there's enough bees in the bottom to make sure that the queen is okay, and they'll get used to it, and anything that's a forager will fly back. Okay, so we got 2 boxes now. I've added this box to this, give them plenty of room. Got 2 frames of brood up here. The bees will start to move up because of that brood. The foragers will fly back. Put my queen excluder right there. Okay, I'm going to put my feed back in the top. Shell on the top that holds that feed. Get the bees off there in here. Got a hawk that's screaming at me. Okay, that should be done. That'll give them plenty of room. Looks great. Bees are active. They'll get acclimated. They'll now start to move up because the bees are going to want to move out and up, and that's the way that I like to add a second box. Okay, another great time with all the girls here in the apiary. Boy, it's getting hot already, but I'm excited about this little hive. They'll grow even faster now that they've got more bees in there and more brood. They'll start to move up. Excited to see what this VSH Queen is going to do for me. Okay, if you like, subscribe. God bless.